Hi friends, this is Ronald. Today's session is about creating local users, configuring user permissions, configuring disk quota limits for users, configuring file and share permissions, like how to access the share folders, how to communicate with Windows 8 or Windows 10 to server systems, and configure remote desktop access. And also we'll be seeing BitLocker and drive encryption, how to lock a drive. This feature is available from Windows Vista 7, 8, and also in 10. Available also in server systems. But in servers, you have to install a special features. BitLocker and drive encryption features you have to install. But 8, 7, and 10, it is available in control panel. Alright, so let's see now how to create a local users. We got two types of users. One is local user, another one is domain user. Local users can log in only in local system. The user where you created, he can log in the same system. Whereas domain user, he can log in across the domain. That comes domain controller, Active Directory. We'll be seeing in the next sessions, in future sessions. Alright, so let's see now how to create a user account. Same in the last session, we discussed about disk management. The same system I'm using here. Again, go to computer, right click, manage. We have the two options for installing. One is you can go to control panel. This is like manage. From manage, you can also get into local users and groups. There's one option. Other one is through control panel. Large icons. You can see user accounts. People are probably they are familiar with this option. You can use this one also. So here you can see change user account name, change user account type. Here you can also change the name. If you don't like, then you can change the type. If he's administrator, make it standard. But you should be administrator for doing all this. Manage another account. Default guest users will be created and administrator will be there. So you can also go here and create add new user. So this will take a little complicated username. So switch to Microsoft account. No, I'll add user. So this way it will come. So let me create user called Joy. 123 password. Hint is 12. This is one method. Yes, got created. So no child settings, family safety not required. The same user will be appearing here now. See. Let me create another user now. New user. So Jack. Full name last time. If you want, you can give Jack. B something. Description. Testing. 123 password. So here we got options. User must change password at next login. Normally, this is required for if the user want to configure his own password. That time we can use these settings. So the first option, user must change password at next login. Meaning that is if you want to give the permission for you, see this depends upon the user. If you want to change the password, that time you can give the permission. As I said earlier, user must change the password. Normally he want to give his own password. If not, then you can give the option like user cannot change the password. So we don't give the permission for user to change his password. And third option is password never expires. The password, it should be remain for user forever. It should not get expired. The last one is account disabled. If the user left the job, some reasons he is not coming to office, simply you can disable his account. So first option I'll show you now. User must change password at next login. Got created. Create one more. Sam. This time I'm not giving any first name or last name or full name. This time again no permission. I said this time user cannot change password. So I'm not giving permission for user to change his password. So we created three users, Jack, Joy, and Sam. So what we'll do, let's try to log in as a user account. Uh, Close this one. Here you can see admin users are there. The B user is the last name which we created like Jack. Let me log in as a Jack. The user password must be changed before signing. So now Jack can set his own password. So this time I'm giving a 1234 password. Earlier it was 123. So whenever the user first time log in, so he'll get like welcome message to Windows 8 system. It's almost done. Yes. So he logged in here. So what permission is having? Any permission? Can he change the IP address? Can he configure IP address? Let's try. He need admin permission. Next I'll tell you like I'll show you how to configure user permissions. Again same computer manage. You can see here local user permissions. So now Joy want to configure the IP address now. He need a permission so that he can configure IP address, only IP address, no other permission. So there are different types of permissions will be there. User permissions, which you can apply. When you check the user called admin, he is a user now. He is a member of administrator. That is why he can able to do everything. Creating users, managing users, applying permissions, everything is possible through administrator permissions. Now, I'll configure a permission for user only for configuring IP address or changing IP address, nothing else. If I give permission like configure IP address, he can only configure IP address. If I give a permission for remote desktop, he can only check the remote systems. If I give a permission for backup, he can take only the data backup. So let's configure the permission for Jack. Right click on user, properties, or you can even double click on the user. Properties, member of. See, he is a member of only users now, no other permissions. Click on add, then enter the object name here, advanced, find now, what permission you want to assign. That is a group membership actually. It is also called as group membership. So if I make a member of group of administrator, that means Joy become like an administrator. And it is always good idea to have a two administrators. If one administrator forgot the password, unable to access the system, you will have an alternate option, Jack also administrator, you can go with Jack. So, but I'm not going to give the permission for admin for Jack. I'm going to give permission only for network configuration operators. That means he can only change the IP address. If at all, if I give a permission like remote desktop user, remote desktop management, he can access the systems remotely. That permissions I'm assigning now. If I assign a permission like backup operator, using a backup operator membership, he can take the data backup of his own system where he logged in. Alright, so let's go with network configuration permission so that he can change the IP address. Apply. Similarly, for Joy, I am giving the permission like administrator so that if the main administrator is not available or unable to access, he can log in using Joy account because Joy also a member of administrators. Full privilege. Apply. Alright, let's check now. So let me log into Jack. 1 2 3 4. Let me try to change the IP address. See, now I can go with Joy, but I think I didn't log off. That's why the permission is not working. 1 2 3 4. Yeah, once you logged off or sign off and sign in, then the policy will work. See, this time asking B user. Earlier it was asking me admin and Joy because these two guys are administrators. But B, the Jack is also a member of network configuration. Now you can see I can change the IP address. Yes, I can make 40. Oh, computer will restart. I don't want that one to restart. Right? So like this, now if I logged in as a Joy is an administrator. He can even change the password of administrator. He can do anything because he is also an administrator. Alright, it's almost done. Now I am a Joy. I can even see I can change the password of admin. I can see password is empty. No password. Jack also 1 2 3. Earlier the password was 1 2 3 4. Now 1 2 3. I can do anything because I am also administrator. Jack is a member of network configuration. So always it's a good idea to have two administrator accounts in your local PC. If it is Windows 8 or Windows 10 or Windows 7, whatever machine your OS you're using, always a good idea to have two administrator because it's your local account. What happens if the system goes down or system user is unable to access, he forgot the password, that time you can go with another account. So another account always will help you for accessing your system because he is also administrator. And next we'll see like file permission. So folder permission, files and folder permissions. So I'll create two folders here like HR data, personal data, already two folders already created. So I want in HR only like Jack should access. For personal data, only Sam should access. Let me rename this one for better understanding. This is only for Jack and this is only for Sam. Now anybody can access by default. Let me log in as a Jack. Before applying permissions, see, I can even create open. I'm in Jack. I can also see Sam data, which I don't like. Jack should open Jack folder. Sam should open only Sam folder. So that permission you can apply through administrator privilege. So here we got admin Joy also there, admin is there. So I can even go with any user. So we got two folders. This permission you can apply on drive base or folder base, but not files. Right click on folder, properties, security, edit. By default, you can see all users, they can access. Read permission is there, read permission is there. I'll go to edit, add, which user? Jack. So what do you want Jack? So Jack, I don't want to give him full control, but read permission. So read permission is there. He can read and he can write. Similarly, I'll add for Sam. Sam, deny. He should not access it. See, Sam deny access, but Jack, he can read and write. Likewise, we'll go to Sam folder. For Sam folder, we'll give full control for Sam. Full control or just read permission or write permission. Apply. Then add. This time Jack here. Jack is deny access. Let's check now. I'm an administrator, I can access both the folders. So first thing, sign into Jack. So I can open Jack data. But see, you don't currently have permission to access this folder. I cannot access it. So this is the permissions you can apply it. So this is especially for users if you don't want to give the permission to access. Similarly, you can apply for drives also. Not only for folders. If you want to deny access for drive itself, you can go ahead and go give the permission drive itself. F drive, security, add, check, apply. The drive itself we cannot access. Which one I gave? Huh? Oh, I did not deny him actually. I selected him, so I missed that one. So I had to give deny access. I selected Joy chat, but I added the permission like read and write instead of giving deny access. That's why I was wondering how come it's accessing. Now you can see it is denied. Now sign in back to chat. This time, yes, you cannot access. So this is the permissions you can apply for drives and as well as folders also. So in this session we discussed about creating local users and configuring the permissions, user permissions, file and folder permissions, right? So you can practice, you can use this one for practicing. Like you can create a lot of users and give the permissions. You can. This is for local users, only for self. In your Windows 8 or Windows 10, you can create users. You can apply the permissions for controlling your system. Thanks for watching. I hope this is useful for you. In next session, next video, I'll show you how to configure disk quota limit, BitLocker, and remote desktop permissions.